reading is probably one of the most important things that I do when I'm not working, because it stretches me mentally, takes me to places that I've never been and probably never likely to go to, and introduces me to people that I'm never going to meet and lives that I'm never going to be able to live. So it's a way of encountering a world far beyond the one that I live in on a day-to-day basis. It's the best way to see the world, see the universe sometimes. So the book that I've chosen is a book by Welsh author Owen Sheers. It's called Resistance. It's a book that's set in a real Wales, but it's set at a time that never existed. It supposes that in 1945, the D-Day landings were a failure. The Germans counterattacked, invaded Britain, and at the time that we join the novel, the German army is slowly moving through the country and eventually finds its way to the Welsh borders, where most of the story is then set. The main protagonists in the book are a group of farmers' wives whose husbands have mysteriously disappeared, and we follow the women as they deal with their lives taking over farms, and then ultimately as they meet and have to deal with the German soldiers, and the way that you see the world through their eyes and how they deal with a situation that they never thought they'd encounter. It's not a war story as such. There's no major battles or anything like that, but it's about how, say, the effects of the war change the way that people live their lives and the decisions that they have to make. As a novel, so one of the main drivers in the novel is the landscape, and it's actually a landscape that probably we all know quite well. It's set in sort of the borders between England and Wales, in the area around Abergavenny. In fact, lots of people watching the video now, you've probably been, if you've done Duke of Edinburgh's award, you'll have been to some of these places, Lantony Priory, Abergavenny, and you'll have walked on the hills where lots of the story takes place. You might even have seen some of the actual farms where some of these events happen, because they're all real places. Owen Sheers, the author, was brought up in the area around Lantony Priory, so he knows the area very well. And as much as anything, it's a story about the landscape of Wales and how people respond to that landscape. And it's a book that you have to think about, but it does reward a little bit of thought. It's a cracking book.